A lot of times you're judging people who are in pre-contemplation, and sometimes you're in pre-contemplation too. You don't see the problem, right? Or the person doesn't see the problem, and you're not well versed in human dynamics, so automatically you call them something, villainize them. You call them stubborn, you call them selfish, you call them inconsiderate, you call them whatever word you can come up with. You are without understanding. When I hear a person, right, giving negative descriptions of someone they don't understand, I know that this person does not really go deep enough into problems to resolve them. That's what I know, because you can't. Once you label a person as a certain way, you feel like you understand them. You understand how they think so much so that you can label them. But you have no understanding, right? In this situation, an example of that is one son saying it's like he thinks he's always right. But a person with understanding, which is me, says, I don't think it's that. I think he was in pre-contemplation, and that's why he didn't see. How do you handle a person who's in pre-contemplation? Well, how you don't handle them is what just happened. Come at them rushing with urgency, demands, and firmness about a problem that they don't see. Because if they don't see it in their perspective with their logic, they're going to think it doesn't exist. To them, it doesn't exist. And it doesn't matter how much you're fussing and how much you're saying. They have to incorporate this information into their logic in order for it to make complete sense. So just because you're repeating yourself over and over again doesn't mean that they know that. But in order to see things from this perspective, you have to believe in the resiliency of people, the inner goodness, and the power of people to make good decisions, or decisions that will benefit them. If you don't believe any of that, then you're going to walk away saying, no, they know, I told them, now they just going to have to, no, 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 no. And all this attitude you walk away with, all this contraction. Now you didn't help them, and you didn't help yourself. And then some people take the attitude of, well, at least I told them, at least I told them they could do what they want with it, all that stuff. Did you really plant a seed in fertile ground when you're walking away like that? What kind of energy, seeds are the actual life cells encased in nutrients that help nourish the seed, right? So if what the life form you gave was encapsulated in judgment, in low understanding, low communication ability, low emotional intelligence, right? Did you really plant the seed that you wanted? Is it really encased in love, or is it encased in your ego identity? Right? Sometimes people take a long time to receive a seed because the energy you planted it in. Sometimes the seed takes a long time to grow because of the way it was planted. Can you hear this? I want to know. Can you see yourself in this, in the ways you get so enmeshed in other people's lives and their worlds and making them see? And you drain yourself and you create suffering within yourself. You place tension, right, in the interaction, so you get tension back. It's a complex thing. It's never just that they're like that. It's because you're like you are too. If you're giving information to a person and you see that they're not really receptive, you can go, okay, they don't see the problem. They're probably in pre-contemplation. I'm not about to get upset about that, because why? This is a part of life. Empathy. This is a part of life. I understand this, because in order to change, you have to process through some spaces. And it's really okay that they don't see. In the sense of, there's still more that I can do to assist if it is my role to assist. Some people don't know how to hear from their spirit when they're assisting others. They just go from their autopilot. They think they have to assist. They go from their role. They go from the way they see themselves as an empath. I have to do this because you don't understand. And I do get it. You have to because you think you have to. And I get it. I do get it. But there are other ways. So when empaths say to me, I have to absorb, you can't help it. It's the life of an empath. I say, Ashe. And then I talk to the people who want to know another way, because that's a part of the process. Because I was there too. I used to think I had to. So when I'm talking and I say my audience is a particular type of person, I know exactly who I'm talking to. It's people who are not wanting to be where they are. They want something else, but they have a high regard for where they are. So high that they're not trying to escape it, avoid it, bypass it. They're really interested in where they are. I hear their conversation, and I just inherently know that the thing is way deeper than their information will allow them to process. I just know that. And so I'll say, I think you need coaching, or I think you need a therapist to help you, right? And that's just my way of saying there are many ways to get this done. But what I'm really saying is I could tell you, but what I'm not going to do is go against the grain to tell you. I need you to open to it, right? And so that coach could be me, that coach could be someone else. And I say this a lot to people. Because sometimes people want a quick solution because they have like an escapism type of way of dealing with life. And we do not need to escape life, but I understand why one would want to, because I've been there before. I've been there. I understand why it could be more pleasant or quicker to escape. But one thing I know is you always have to come back, right? You always have to. Because the point of being here is evolution. If you don't know that, then you think life is about ascension, right? But ascension is part of it. There's descent and ascent in evolution, and spiraling and zigzagging too. It's interdimensional.